Hey guys, it's Kevin with Earth 2 Mastery, and what are we doing tonight? The same thing we do every night, try to take over the world. So grab your Diet Pepsi, you're not going to want to miss any of this. Today, I want to go over some of my favorite properties, some of the first properties I bought. These are my Disney properties. So, first things first, I've got my discount code in the description down below and probably pinned to the top comment. If you use my discount code, leave a comment below, like and subscribe to the channel. You will be entered to win my daily land giveaway, where I give away a few tiles on our new island in Myanmar, so you can join our guild, which is linked in the description, and you can find details on that in the Discord that's also linked there. I have a winner for yesterday's land giveaway, and I will announce that at the end of the video, so stick around for that. All right, guys, so I started playing Earth 2 in the beginning of December. Well, I wish it was the beginning of December. It was like the second week of December. And most of the Disney properties were already selling out. So it was very slim pickings for me. I live in Southern California, so Disneyland was one of the first places that I started looking for tiles, because I was hoping that if Earth 2 gets big, that real world businesses are going to want a presence in Earth 2, and if they do, there's no reason why they won't want to occupy the same coordinates that they do on the real Earth. Plus, at that time, I didn't know that they were going to be wiping the land, so it didn't occur to me that all the buildings would be gone. It makes perfect sense now that they would, but it really doesn't matter, because if Disneyland comes along and wants to have a presence in the game, I believe they will still want to be in the same place, and now they're going to have to buy those tiles from all of us who have bought there. Regardless of whether or not Disneyland actually ever decides that they want a presence in the game, I guarantee people love Disney. They are going to want to go and see what is in the place where Disneyland was, and then they're going to find our tiles there. Okay, and not only that, but everybody was obsessed with Disneyland, so there's tons of tiles bought around them too, so there's going to be tons of future development. So people keep saying, what's it going to be worth when the land is wiped? Well, guess what? Because people buy in popular places, there's still going to be a lot of foot traffic there. People want to see what popular places are, so that's going to contribute to the foot traffic. And it's also possible to either rebuild the place, rebuild something that's similar or at least attractive to the same type of people, or those popular places are going to want a presence in the game and going to buy from you again. Okay, so you know, because of our guild, that I'm repping the Botswana flag. That's this blue flag with the black stripe in the middle of it. There were no tiles that I could find for sale in Disneyland theme park, but there were in Disneyland California Adventure. So this is Hollywood Boulevard right here, going down by some of the shops and by some of the theaters, and back over here, I was able to buy some tiles along the road. So people were buying up the rides first, which made sense to me too. But I was able to get the roads, and now I'm kind of happy about that, because there's going to be a lot of foot traffic on them. So I was able to get 22 tiles there. Tiles at that time were just over $2 a piece, or just under $2. They were right around $2 a piece at that time. So it cost me about $45. Now it's $45 a tile, so it's a little over $1,000 property. But check it out. Like, people bought all these rides, and you can see just the number of people that are in there, all these different flags. And that means to me that there's going to be a lot of development in that area. So this is the only place that I have in Disneyland, California. It's at California Adventure Park on Hollywood Boulevard. Okay, let's move on to my next Disney property. This is Orlando. Now, I have never been to Disney World, so I kind of didn't even know what I was looking at when I was looking at the map here. I knew that it was Disney. That's why I went there to check it out. I don't know which ride is which. There's still kind of a lot of tiles left in there if you guys want to go buy a tile in Orlando at Disneyland, or Disney World, I should say. There's kind of a lot of tiles scattered throughout there because it's such a big park. So you could still get your hands on some of the Disney property in Orlando. This little Botswana flag out here is me. I just saw that they were doing something here with the land, and I was hoping that it was going to be something popular. So I bought right in the middle of it. And as you can see, people's tiles kind of came out here to where I'm at. I was the first tile out there. I was the first tile purchased out there, and I just saw that they were doing a lot of construction, so I was hoping that was going to be some kind of new ride or some new hotel coming, and so I bought that piece right there. Let's go. Is that the same property? Oh, okay. Here is Disneyland in France. So this is Disney Paris, and you can see some of the Botswana flags. Also here, the entire park was already taken. The interior of the park was already taken, so I got there a little bit late. So there's some exterior to the park, like the animation studios and stuff like that. So this is an animation studio here. You can see I've got some flags here. And what I was doing was, I had already spent all my money in America to begin with, because of course that's where I live, so I jumped all over it. But then I was using my land income tax to buy a tile at a time here. So these are all separate properties, one at a time, because I was afraid I wouldn't be able to resell them and stuff. And so I bought almost, you could see all these Botswana flags here. I bought almost all of the Ratatouille Adventure. It's like a 3D VR ride outside the park. And I believe this was an animation studio. And then I also have these 4 tiles over here because it's all that was left at the entrance of Disney France. And so I feel like the entrance to Disneyland is pretty heavily foot trafficked. So I wanted the entrance to a few theme parks, and I was able to get them in some places. This is one of the Disney ones. So this is pretty exciting to me, that I own almost this whole Ratatouille ride, and that I also own part of the entrance over here that was left that I was able to snag. And this is the last Disney property that I have. This is Disney Shanghai. And somebody had already bought the little Mickey Mouse head on the entryway there. There's like a display there. This is all the entrance to Disney Shanghai. And these are my tiles, the Botswana flags there. He had already bought that one tile in the middle, so I bought all the way around him so that I could own the entire entrance. I figured if Disney ever wanted to open a park there, I'm pretty sure they're going to need an entrance, so I felt like that was an attractive place to be. If nothing else, maybe I can sell Disney souvenirs or skins that are inspired by Disney movies or outfits or something right outside the park, so that when people show up, they can get flair for their avatars there to remind them of visiting Disney Shanghai there. So that's why I bought Disneyland, because I feel like it's got I bought Disney parks all over the world because I feel like they have a true fan base. There's just millions of people that are in love with Disney. So there's going to be something that I'm able to do with those tiles. But my ultimate goal would be to sell those to Disney when they realize the value that Earth 2 brings. Okay, so I have the winner from last night's land giveaway. That's Javier T. You won. Congratulations. If you're on Discord, it's easiest to just private message me there, and I'll give you a link to the land so you can put in your offer of a penny, and I'll let you have that land. Or you can message me through Facebook Messenger. You just have to get into the Facebook group and find me there and send me a message. And I'll be trying to, I got an idea from somebody in the Discord to do profiles of my properties and why I bought them. And I had actually been wanting to do this video about my Disney properties for a while, because even though I wasn't able to really get inside the parks, I am pretty proud that I was able to get a few pieces of Disney all over the world. And I'm happy with that, because I think long term, those are going to be some of my best properties. All right, guys, so make sure to share the video so that we get the algorithm moving so that this channel can grow. I was just getting a little bit of land income tax before I started the video, so they were paying that out. It wasn't very much, though, because new tile sales have slowed down. I think what people are waiting on is they're waiting on the withdrawal process to be fixed. They're waiting on a phase 2 announcement, and they're waiting on the marketplace to sell out of any kind of good deals, which is going to happen. And then I think we're going to have a lot of surges in new tile purchases. All right, guys, I'll see you tomorrow.